Oh yeah, we got some stuff to sell.
Another body for the ground. I've got plenty of supplies if you've got... Plenty of coin. Come back again.
Darn, forgot. Okay, crap, 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 and crap. That?
It'll be a miracle if we last a week. Keep walking.
Last Tuatha I fought summoned a damn Niskaru.
The great general is back. Just like she promised. Another 10 years, and I might have started to doubt. What is it? Time is running out. Steel yourselves. The battle is not to be taken lightly. Then let us go. We've had sighting. When they enter the courtyard, we will open the gates and counterattack. You and Talera will use the distraction to execute your plan.
Our hunt for Malwyn can now begin in earnest. I will take one path, and you... If a Wygland's troops hold, then Malwyn will be delayed. Now, we must...
Oh, programmed to die. That's more like it.
Tuatha came fast. We held them back, but I'm the last one left.
It looks like the city defenses have been activated. Be careful out there.
Why can't I walk here? What? Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Now what? What the? Oh, this game. Oh, screw it.
Get moving! I'll make sure they don't try that again. Someone's got to make sure these ladders do.
Finally, some reinforcements. We tried to fight off the Tuatha, but they took most of our company prisoner. They're threatening to execute the rest unless we let you could get in amongst them.
Aww! The remaster has this soldier stuck in the wall just like the classic version. That's what I love to see. Consistency. Wait, what? You all are cowards! Cowards! What kind of cowards kill hostages?
chance before they can regain control of the creature. Ah! Theoden, guide my hand. For Rafir! This ends here!
Couple things I wish about. Talara's body is nowhere around. You'd think there'd be just a short scene, you know, her last words and whatnot. Hey there, Noref, how's it going? And also, it would be nice if you could actually go get revenge, specifically against the archer that shot Talara.
You're still alive. You've got to destroy Balor before it tears this place apart. I know, child. Everything seemed still in that moment when she struck the Balor. At least she died how she wanted to. But her sacrifice won't mean anything unless you do something to stop that beast.
Technically, she never struck the Balor. She struck the goon on its back to open its eye. Can't really blame her. Her second strike, she was injured. How's your day going, Noref? Was it you? Maybe you. How about you? Which one of you shot Talara? My mic sound okay?
are you reporting in? A Niskaru, as it's pushed us all the way to Tuatha. Must be truly mad to conjure up such a beast. We held off the last one. I dragged them both here. But good luck to you.
Really? Really? Alright. Wow, I'm like doing no damage. There we go. Alright, big boy, showtime. You weenie! Well, there goes my flawless victory. Oh well. I hit B. I don't know what this game's problem is. Okay, your day's going good? Glad to hear it. My day's going just fine.
The Tuatha. They're gone. After 10 years. I can't believe they're finally gone. It's over. After all these years, the siege is broken, and we're alive. Thank the gods for sending you to us. This is a glorious day. But I have heard a bitter rumor in the wake of all of this. Is it true? Has Telera fallen? Then the rumors of her dishonor will finally be silenced. She gave everything to us in the end, and the world will know that when we rebuild these walls, We'll name them after General Talera. Her memory will stand as long as the ramparts shine. But she never would have been here had you not delivered her to us. It can never be enough, but we hope you'll accept this as our thanks.
What's my favorite day? Oh, Saturday, I guess.
Now we rebuild. Rubble until then. Don't worry.
Siege Breaker. Damage bonus, experience bonus. Oh. Well, you know what?
How can I help you?
Any luck finding
My
the old
favorite
road?
game is, that's funny. Someone actually asked that question for, my AMA video. But I'll answer it here, too.
You're not the only one on the hunt for Hughes. Octien has...
For me, it's a toss-up between 3 games. Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past for SNES. Final Fantasy VI for SNES.
Be on your way.
And, Phantasy Star 4 for Sega Genesis.
boy.
If I had to pick just one, I suppose I would go with, Phantasy Star 4. Thank you, Noref. I hope I hit 300 soon, too. When I hit 250, I'll be doing another subscriber bonus. Where I, dress up as Mario. And sing the Do the Mario song from the old school television show. Hey, paisanos! It's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show!
It's amazing that the Fae can flourish in orbit.
That's the idea. Oh, great. Well... Really? I missed? Impossible. Okay. What game is this? Same one I've been playing. Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. Oh great, Sons of Laz.
You are my contact. I should have. You may recall, well, you are, how shall I say? It would, but it's my opinion that there's one, and I'm use as a, find him, and you will be What is it?
Old Templar Octien. I will enjoy destroying him again. Oh, if you haven't voted yet, you should go to my Facebook page at Vast Ice Gaming on Facebook and vote for what you want the next playthrough to be. Really? Now I think I probably don't need to destroy crates anymore for money. I got more money than I know what to do with. Ugh. Oh, excuse me. Really? think so, huh? What the? Why would the game have me? Oh, I should know better than to ask by now. Oh. Really? Almost missed a dead body.
Have I been down here so long? Is the madness so great that I see the faces of the damned before me? Or is it really you? It is! By the tome! Come closer. Let me look at you. It has been an eternity since I've seen a trusted face.
It's funny how he automatically assumes that he can trust me. For all he knows, in the time since he last saw me, I could have been flipped, you know, to a different purpose, paid a lot of money to come kill him.
Are you? In many ways, your awakening has brought me nothing but misery. But that is not your fault. I am to blame for all of it. Wait, do you hear that sound? It could be the Sons of Laz, but it could be someone else.
Really?
The last we spoke, it was the Tuatha that reduced my lab to cinders. Now it's assassins. Everywhere I go, destruction follows. I have grown so weary of it, my friend. All I ever wanted was to unlock death's secrets, to shed light on the shadows. I never wanted this. Thank you for more than just your protection, for being the one good thing to come of this disaster. I have few friends, but I gladly count you among them. You must be mistaken. I've tried to contact him ever since I fled Alistar, but he never replied. Until now. Octien. Of course. When all the facts are considered, the truth will emerge. Ah, I am a fool! Octien has sent you to search for me. To have us killed together. Those assassins are proof of this. The Well of Souls is his project. Once it was functioning, he no longer needed me. Not if he could salvage the well in Alistar with Ventrinio's help. Ventrinio de Cellini. We used to work together in this lab on projects sponsored by Templar Octien. But when we were tasked with creating the well, Ventrinio sought to use any means at our disposal, regardless of the implications or consequences. Eventually, he was taken away, and I was sent to work at Alistar. But it seems he continued his work here, long enough to create those monsters. No, not me. But Ventrinio's old notes suggest that he may know a way into Alabastra. I wonder, perhaps, is it possible that you have met Ventrinio already? That would explain it. You were attuned to his well, but raised from mine. Unfortunately, the only way to find Ventrinio is to go through Templar Octien, which will not be easy now that we know of his treachery. Octien is a powerful sorcerer with tremendous influence. If you attacked him outright, you would lose all credibility. We must play his game. The only one capable of dealing with Octien in Edessa will be another Templar. Luckily, we have one. Her name is Templar Joriel, and she is reputed for her wisdom and strength of character. She and Octien rarely see eye to eye on matters of policy. If Joriel can make Octien answer for his crimes, then we will gain access to his information. That includes the location of Ventrinio's lab. If you wish to uncover the mystery of your deaths, then you will need Ventrinio. He is the key to Alabastra. Find Templar Joriel in Edessa. We don't have much evidence, but I have a feeling she will help us.
To Edessa!
Another?
What?
Care to browse?
Yes? What do you want? I am not in the habit of making conversation with strangers, especially one of your stature. Please be quick. I see. Think very, very carefully about what you are saying. Octien is a Templar. He is in a position of the highest authority. And who, may I ask, are you? For you to accuse Octien without having a direct confession is not only meaningless, but contrary to all our procedures. Even if this were true, or even already suspected, it would have to be corroborated by Octien himself. That requires a confession. As he is not here to present the charges himself, I must assume that no such confession exists. Now, I have done all I can for you. Please, trouble me no further with this matter, especially with such insufficient evidence. We have already discussed this. Nothing short of a confession would convict him. As such, Templar Octien will remain undisturbed in the Livrarium.
Kind of shows you how backwards gnome society is. Their highest political position, Templar. Okay? And a Templar can only be ousted if they confess to a crime.
I'm here to send regrets on behalf of Templar Joriel. While she wishes to extend you aid, she's stymied by protocol. What she gave you was an official response. I'm here to give you another response. A personal one. My superior has suspected for some time the crimes that you've levied against Templar Octien. But like you, she is frustrated by his status. Allow me to be direct. If you can make Templar Octien publicly acknowledge his crimes, then Templar Joriel will reward you. She will be your patron of sorts. You wish to bring the Templar to justice, yes? Then you must get him to publicly acknowledge his crimes in some form. As my superior no doubt told you, the Templar may be found in the Livrarium. I suggest you go there.
Yes? 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 Yes?
State your business, stranger.
You're alive. What an unexpected and quite unfortunate turn of events. Ha! The White Palm are hardly thugs. Simply finding them cost me a small fortune, when I expect to be reimbursed with this failure. Or what? You'll slaughter me in a murderous rage? Typical. Your kind is as predictable as it is stupid. I'm afraid you'll find me quite hard to kill. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same for you. Attack me in this city, and I won't just have you clapped in irons. No, I'll hand you over to the scholars in the Basilica for research.
I'd love to see you try.
The wise and the foolish both die. Is that justice? With the well of souls, I can change that. I can choose who deserves life. To think that yous gave away such a gift to you. Well, we've seen how you wasted your life. Perhaps I'll give Intrinio your corpse to examine. After all, you met your first death as his assistant. It would be a reunion. Of course. And it's such a pity you'll never find out.
You backed the wrong horse. Yes, I know this isn't hurting him. Come on, really? Kidding me? There we go.
What a dare.
Oh, I would.
Well, if setting fire to the livrarium and hiring assassins is not an admission of guilt on Octien's part, I certainly don't know what is. It is clear that we Templars must make him assume responsibility for his actions, overt as well as hidden. Even though you went against my explicit instruction, you were effective. You have my respect. Should he survive the wounds earned in battle, I should think so. To that effect, I have ordered a moratorium on all of his current studies and projects. All, perhaps, save this mysterious Well of Souls. That one will take some deliberation, considering its various ethical and societal ramifications. Regardless, Gnome Society is in your debt, and we always pay what is owed. Ventrinio Desalini, one name I never expected to be brought into this business. It seems he has escaped the gallows yet again. I believe your friend Scholar Hughes may be able to help. While you were here, my people found him salvaging the tomes Octien attempted to burn. Now, you must excuse me. A Templar has fallen from power, and Edessa's political buzzards are circling.
Salutations.
Yes?
Come on, I have to be able to do this.
It was my mistake to
Get out of here, Hughes!
Some of those books based off of what I've read in these pages. Indeed. But regardless, with Octien out of the way, the people will be needing a new Templar after all.
Why won't this game let me disrespect my fallen enemy?
Yes?
Guess that'll have to do. Agard!
Octien seems to have gotten what he deserves. I can't say I understand gnomish politics, but Hughes is safe, and now we know where Ventrinio is. Seems like a win. No time to clean up, though. I've got news from the front lines in Cluricon. The army has been making progress in Cluricon, but the further we push, the harder it gets. The Tuatha know the land and are too well organized. But we've heard rumors of a small band of Winter Fae harassing the Tuatha somewhere in the swamps. The scouts can't track them down, but perhaps the hero of Mel Senshir could find them.
Fancy a chat?
What the? Oh. I'm gonna go fill up my cup. So enjoy some tunes while I'll be right back. Let's get the moving. Ba-dip-dip. What do we want to do? We could do quests in, oh yeah, I guess I should finish this quest.
What do you want? Do you
What?
always approach strangers out
Seriously?
in the wild? It's a bad habit, to be sure. What kind of question is that? You want to know about the Tuatha? What was I supposed to do? The Tuatha will so... I only did it for the money. But I will never do it again. You have... Bye.
Welcome. I know our little... I am Lord Crass. But we will build a new... another to safeguard those... Goodbye.
Oh, we're a toughie, aren't we? Hey, Ghost Spire, how's it going? Things going great with you? Good to hear. Things are good with me as well. Oh, for crying out loud. Unfortunately, you missed the fight against the Balor. But that's okay. If you're that interested, you can always see it on a replay. Oh, you like the GIF, huh? Yeah. I like it too. Trying to mentally measure exactly how much more of the game I'm going to need to get to level 40.
Remarkable. The treasures of... You will have it. I have acquired... You are welcome. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy 16 as well. I heard that it goes back to a medieval setting. Main character looks like you. Well, that's always a plus.
Well, here we are. It's time to get started. And by that I mean I'm supposed to kill you, here, away from the eyes of the refugees. As you've probably guessed, there is no reward. There never was. Crass is probably halfway to Rathia by now. Never trust nobles, my friend, even false ones. Now, I'm not in the mood for killing at the moment, but orders are orders.
Crass lied to you too.
I suppose you're right. He never did treat me well, tricky fellow. You know what? You go and give him a scare. Bloated fool deserves it.
He never stopped to think. You're just a pawn to him too. Alright. Ha! Uh-oh. Olgan. Death dab.
Hello.
Stop staring at me. I'm not doing anything strange. You're the outsider here.
I'm still not sure if I'm gonna get a PS5 or a Xbox Series S.
Tuatha? Are you mad? The only thing I know about the Tuatha is how they killed my cousins and... Who told you? Was it Froma? I knew she was weak. I need the gold, okay? The Tuatha took everything. The least I can do is take their money. Listen. Spare me, and I'll leave. Disappear. Just go where they can never find me. That's a promise. Goodbye.
I saw you coming. Hope you tell me, child. Have you noticed my new family? She and would you do an old man this one kindness? Thank you. Lyra went in search of refuge. Be careful.
Skipping Xbox for now. Not many exclusives to lure you back in. Yeah, I feel you on that. Oh, dear sweet heavens. Yeah, and that's true. A lot of stuff for Xbox that's like first party you can get on PC. And that's probably why I'll likely end up with a PS5 eventually. More? Really? Yeah, I've been hearing rumors about Fable 4 or some proper next Fable title. I imagine I'll get that on PC. Come on, let's go, Lumpy. Oops. I think they're rebooting it. I wonder what that would entail. Oh, look at you with your cheap little swing. Well, I could be cheap too. How about that? Not sure if it's following after Fable 3. You think it's a new timeline in the same universe. I'm cool with that, you know. As long as, you know, they, you know, come back down to... Honestly, they just need to put back the features that they had, you know, originally, that they gradually took out, and then add a few more things. Like, I'll give you an example. Like in,
You're welcome.
like in Fable 2, when you raised up your
one of the freemen. Looks like I was wrong.
When you raised up your skill tree for like ranged attacks, you could eventually do like a lot of trick shots and target limbs and groin shots and stuff like that. But in Fable 3, you couldn't do that anymore, and that kind of bummed me out.
I'm a bit ashamed to say. I'm searching for a grave, but not just any grave.
Fable 2 is your favorite?
Resting place of Azo Raymond.
Yeah, I think it's mine too.
They say he died early in the March West. I'm glad to hear it. Most of the graves are along the refugee route. Usually by.
And then, And then in Fable 3 also, they had, like, property ownership, like usual, which was fine. And you could own businesses, or you could own, you know, houses. But in Fable 3, they decided, hey, you know, Fable 2 was fine, but let's make things more complicated. Let's be a bigger pain in a player's neck. Let's make the players have to do maintenance on their property. And if the maintenance level of any property gets down to 0, it stops producing money. Whoever thought up that is nuttier than squirrel poop. And honestly, it wasn't so bad that I couldn't handle it. Don't get me wrong. But what they really should have had was for each map where you had businesses and real estate, they should have had an option for maintenance all. Because in Fable 3, you had to go individually over each house and just pay back the maintenance. Yeah, so eventually when I did successive playthroughs, I wouldn't even bother buying any of the houses. I would just buy businesses, because you don't have to pay maintenance on the businesses. So, you know, you got money a little bit slower, but in the end, it was worth not having the hassle of constantly having to maintenance your properties.
I knew someone would come. They all said we were as good as dead, but I held out hope. So what's your story? Grave robber? You did. We've been trapped. I'll say thanks, but the person you're really going to want to talk to is Zoma. See you.
Uh-oh. So yeah, in whatever next Fable game they come up with, they need to ditch that whole maintenance nonsense. You know, I'm okay with a property outputting slightly less money for the sake of not having to do all that maintenance crap. You like the corrupt path becoming part demon was cool? Yeah, I could see that. Sometimes it'd be funny to do, like, all the way evil, yet all the way pure. Mr. Logo Walker, welcome back to the stream. You know, and then in the next Fable game, it would be cool if they did have some sort of base building aspect. Like in Fable 3, you got to be like the king and, you know, save Aurora and sort of build it up a little bit, like through decisions in court. Yeah, we're talking Fable. Ghost Aspire mentioned next-gen consoles, and then it got me on to talking about Fable, the next Fable game. So yeah, they need to bring back trick shots with your ranged weapons. I mean, if they go back to like pure medieval and it's just bows and arrows instead of rifles, I'm cool with that too. But you can do trick shots with archery.
Ha! I knew I could count on you to bring her back. There is no thanks worthy of this deed. But you were entitled to something. I was a hunter once.
Bye.
If it weren't for you, Lyra would have gotten us all killed.
We won't be out here in the plain forever. Times are changing.
You finished talking to a customer about the next Fable game? Oh yeah, Dragon's Dogma sequel. I could get into that. If they do make another Dragon's Dogma game, I hope they tune up a few things. Like, the romance aspect was a little bit weak.
I will now tell you of those times, as it was written of our forebears.
And the story
they lived off the
seemed a
bounty
little
of
bit
the sea and the grasses and fields,
loosely
the newly-met
patched
peoples,
together.
beasts and flowers. If I am a liar, there is no truth on Deliria. The temper of our tired family calmed before waves, and hidden among the rocks, the shadowed nooks of beach and shore, a secret to all but our ancestors. The arcane wielded by Lyria's chosen, a sanctified buttress, the grounds on which they practiced her magic arts.
Yep, and I did hear that too. Anime's coming out in November. Where is the anime coming out? Oh, you know it's on Netflix. Well, that's a bummer. I think it might come out on other sites. It'd be nice if I could watch it somewhere, you know, free with ads. What? Remastered. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I need to make a... That's just too much. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. Yeah, not sure if it's an accident or an Easter egg. Oh. And let's see, he said probably testing the waters again or building hype. Yeah. And it's upsetting, yeah, and Mr. Logan Walker said it's annoying that they made the anime but didn't make a new game. See, I feel that way about Skylanders. I was big into Skylanders. Then they just stopped making the games. Instead, they got their Skylanders Academy cartoon. And it's funny because right at the end, it was like, Disney Infinity had hung it up already. And then, Lego Dimensions,
Damn refugees.
Lego Dimensions, stopped too. So, for whatever reason, I don't know why they stopped, because they would have had basically a monopoly on the Toys to Life gaming
Stay there.
market.
Stay vigilant.
Hello.
Wake up. I know your secret.
May I help you? Where did you hear that name? The man you speak. I told you, I don't know the man. Enough. I made that false grave because all I have left are my family rings. I just want to be left alone, to start over. Can't you appreciate that? Please, show me some mercy.
Ghost Aspire says wants updated classes. And yeah, Mr. Local Walker, yeah, he got up fast. Let's see, this character's kind of a scoundrel, so.
So it's blackmail then? My new life is worth more than any jewelry. You should learn that now. lest they try to put a knife in your back. Goodbye. Haven't you said enough? He was my gardener. When the Tuatha killed him, I decided to take his name. It was the only thing he had that belonged to him. Goodbye.
It's funny, because you come in this house and steal one of the staves for another quest, too. This poor guy. You just do nothing but take from him. Maybe the anime is the timeline of the original Arisen.
Stay out of trouble.
It could be.
Hello. I'm just about ready to give up. Tell me, have you heard any news of Britt Hagney or his final resting place? Great Mitharu. You could have kept them, but you didn't. You are a friend of the Forsaken Plain refugees, and may the Authority watch over you all of your days.
Yeah, that's true. The game doesn't tell you his story very much. And honestly, from what I remember, the game doesn't really go out of its way to push you into meeting him. And then it's like, I remember seeing the commercial for Dragon's Dogma, and he was in the commercial. And that makes you think that he's going to be a much bigger part of the game, but he isn't. He is in, like, that one part of the game where he talks to you, and then he's in, like, the finale cutscenes after you defeat Grigori.
Hello there. Hello again.
I don't need that. He becomes seneschal to the world.
How are you enjoying your... Come again.
What a title. Okay, oh yeah. Let's go find this slimy scumbag.
You? How in the... Erlich, that turncoat. I never should have trusted a liar to commit murder. That's what murderers are for. What do you want? Of course I did. I'm not the Lord of Dolve-Arn. I'm not even from the Tuili coast. But what does it matter? I only did what I had to do. Don't we all? The Rathir authorities don't have to know. Keep this quiet and let me sail with this galley, and you can have the gold I received for the treasures of Kuln. I am a man of my word. Most of the time.
Enjoy prison.
No, you wretch! You will rue the day you betrayed Crass. Do you hear me? Come back.
Because, you know, you didn't betray me and a whole bunch of other people first, you know.
Strong winds lately.
Now let's see if we can... Let's see if we can sneak into the prison and taunt him. Actually, no, wait, I tried that last time and you can't. That's a bummer.
10 years. This sea.
He did play himself.
It has gone on too long.
He's
Students
part of the
magic,
Rebel Alliance and a
masters of
traitor.
spells.
Stand aside.
We are cursed by the goddess.
Uh-oh. Looks like it's time for spiders. Oh, going. I'm trying to think of other ways that, like, that they could sort of elevate the next Fable game. I already mentioned having some sort of base building. I'm not sure what else they could do that isn't, like, you know, there's definitely things from previous Fable titles that we're going to want in there, or else it just won't be a Fable game. And then things we want back that were taken out in successive titles, like all the things they stripped out of Fable 3. You know, have more expressions, more ways to interact with NPCs. Yeah. Don't take out all the good stuff, like they did in Fable 3. Like I keep saying, trick shots.
So, Raph, it began when Faro and Miss betrayed? This is too much for us. I beg, and you think he'd go there then. But if all else fails, join me, Sparrows. Let us mourn our brother.
It would be nice to build your own castle instead of having Castle Fairfax for 3 games. That's true. That's very true. Although, I feel like if they did Castle again, they probably won't do that again. Just because of, like, how stale, like, the whole idea of Castle Fairfax is. But I could see them where, I could see them, like, having to build a town. you know, and then foster the town's growth from like a tiny hamlet up to like a thriving village and up to a city or something like that.
City Watch, move along.
This is the City Watch.
Keep the peace.
Yeah, it would be better than random houses and stores, I agree.
You, halt!
Let's see if we can get her to not notice me. Since my stealth is actually pretty decent this time. And we're gonna save just in case. Yeah, and you know, go throughout the game and find various NPCs. And eventually, you know, you raise your rank. Raise your rank and your village rank. So it's like first you're a hamlet, and at first you're just like a local hero or something. Then you can raise your village rank once you have enough people and enough size and enough buildings. And you get promoted to like, I don't know, village chief. And then you get to the next town size, you get promoted to mayor. You know, this kind of thing.
Keep the peace? The army keeps law in the burn. Wouldn't want to be caught cutting purses there.
Move along!
I am. Some lady in a cell. There's Lord Crass. Ah, 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 ah. How you like that cell? Ah, ha, ha. Too bad you can't interact with him. I remember in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, in the village of, oh, what's the name of it?
You, halt!
Yeah, that's true. You could, like, found a new heroes guild.
Mind your step.
Assuming they can, and who knows, they could get Zoe Wanamaker back.
Fine fellow.
And play Teresa again.
A captain of the watch never rests, but you've caught me at a good time. If I can do any sparrows murdered, as it happens, an old enemy of theirs has returned to Rathir. I have no guards to spare, but if you went...
This is the City Watch.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
So many new faces.
Sparrow send a hound out to the piers. And of course, now we're right where he wants the both of us, you and I. You think I'd just waltz back into Rathir like that? No. Why the cat got you out of the way so we could go and slaughter the last of them. Leave. Oh, ho, ho. And that would be... You're not going anywhere.
What the...
It's over.
Yeah, I like the idea of becoming a new hero. And maybe, you know, to,
Lyria, light your way.
yeah, runs a circle around before he attacks. Because I'm thinking, like, they could do an angle where, like, you wouldn't have to necessarily be related to the heroes of the other games.
Careful, it's slippery.
Like, Teresa could, like, invite... That could be, like, part of the side mission. Or the main quest portion of the mission. Or, I don't... It's like the secondary quest to the main mission of building a town or whatever. Then, of course, you have to have some sort of antagonist. But I'm sure they can figure that out. But it's like Teresa eventually, like, gets you to go to this magical place or some otherworldly place where you get imbued with heroic power, and then with that heroic power you can pass it down. You know, through your descendants. Just one idea.
Lot of miserable rag pickers. You're the one. Do you know what? And you didn't murder Dunn? We all protect our hides when we must, which is why...
See, I didn't murder Dunn. He attacked me.
Few hops of snow here.
He is dead. It is over now, thanks to you. And to think I only learned the
Originally,
cause of
they
all
wanted
this
Jack of
nightmare
Blades to
moments
return.
before he
Technically, he's
arrived.
not dead. That's true. I wonder about Scythe as well.
To hide his crimes, one of the boats wrecked, and before he could clear the wreckage.
Well, at least the sparrows are safe now. But yeah, I could definitely see them putting Jack of Blades back in as a villain. It is cool that you raid his tomb in Fable 2, though.
Feels good to have my feet on land.
A drink? Plate of roast?
Let's see. I want to do quests in Rathir. I don't know. Well, let's start pushing towards the... Pushing out towards Clericon.
Off into the swamps, I assume? Be on your way. Lyria smiling upon us now.
Honor to you, champ. You have earned... If you have a moment... Since the battle, you slew 5 of our greatest fighters. Excellent. This should go with Lyria.
That's right. Too easy.
That last fight prepared for your next challenge? Your
Bring it
next
on.
challenger is Tarek Smith. The Smith spends all day pound. Go with Lyria.
Could just bamboozle us when we play the villain hunting heroes? Oh, man. Dude, why does it do this? It's almost kind of like what Fable Legends was going to be. Where you, one
certainly
player
didn't pull any
plays
punches.
sort of the
Sir
villain
Phaedra Will is next.
and tries to
Sir Phaedra is one of my
lure the
Go
other
with Lyria.
heroes into traps and stuff like that. At least from what I hear.
You handled Sir Phaedra
Personally, I'm
well.
glad that project was cancelled.
Adrian T. It will take Go with Lyria.
What? Tough boy, huh? Ooh. Yeah, after Fable 3, they
Adrian
just
fell harder than I
started
thought
descending
he would.
further and further
Well
and
done.
further away from
Your
what Fable
final
was supposed to
challenger
be.
is my sister Ragnar. She will bury her sword in Go with Lyria.
They had Fable Heroes. Then Fable the Journey on Connect. And then they were doing Fable Legends, which the only thing that was good about Fable the Journey was the story. But putting it on Connect was a stupid idea.
The greatest of the Alpha have faced you in single. I am. Let us see what. Go with Lyria. You are worthy of honor, Warwick. Take this. Tilera herself granted me this blade for the Alpha honor you, champion. Go with Lyria.
Guardian's longsword, huh? It's a piece of crap. Okie dokie.
Our soldiers are doing their best out there, but it's if you believe the room. Watch out for those red-eyed bastards.
The hero's here. Welcome to Cluricon.
Who is it? Oh.
You! Stop! State your business.
Keep your hands off me, fool.
And it's
I
true,
know
though.
you.
A lot of
You're the one
Xbox
who
projects
stole
got
the bag from
axed.
My men are scouting the Tuatha's reach. They are over. In fact, if you are venturing warrior to warrior, well.
It makes me wonder why Microsoft doesn't put more effort
Allies could come from the strangest places.
into like developing new IPs.
It is a pleasure to meet the Siegebreaker. Especially here, in a land where pleasure has been all too rare. I am Sidon the Outcast, Prince in exile of the House of Sorrows. I see the hesitation in your eyes, indeed. If you wish to put an end to Gadflow's reign, be careful. These swamps...
You go ahead. It's been some time since Sidon and I had a chance to talk.
Indeed, Agarth. I hear on the winds that you laid down your sword and drowned yourself in drink when you learned the ways of fate. And yet here you are.
That's true.
Sword in
I have
hand.
heard good things about that
Again,
Xbox Game
the victor.
Pass.
How is this? Do the winds lie to me?
It's a long tale. It started when I sobered up long enough to go bury a friend of mine in Alistar Tower. Or rather, that's what I had planned to do.
He's talking about Formerus Hughes. Oh, gone it. Dead Tuatha. That's what I like to see. Just wish the
It was
top
a time
tier
of change.
might
The
armor was
cycles
not
of
the armor of
seasons
our enemy.
turned as ever, but inside the bones of the earth, there lurked a cold. It was not the cold of winter. Beside the houses of sorrows, pride and vengeance, a new turmoil fomented. A magic hitherto unseen.
Oh, some Scaru, huh? Yeah, I agree with you, Ghost Aspire. But the look of it is only part of the issue. It's just like, I wish that like the highest tier armor for warriors wasn't the same armor as the enemy. You know, the Prismere is, you know, kind of associated with evil. It'd be nice if you could have like a purified version of it and they could call it like Prismatite or something like that. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. Yeah, do something splitting the Prismere into corrupted and pure. No reagents found twice in a row. And my alchemy is substantial. Good grief.
Hail. What do you do? Tell him I'll be along short. By that you're the hero of Mel Senshir Deadeye, but you can venture into goodbye.
Oh boy. Big boulders. Gosh darn it. I had the wrong menu selected. I hate when that happens. So what's the oldest system that everyone's played on? Me, I go back to Atari 2600. Ugh. Hold on, I need to check the thermostat. Okay. So as I was saying, what's the oldest system everyone's played on? I started with Atari 2600, but at the time it was kind of just like any one of my other toys. It wasn't until I got an NES that it turned me into a gamer. Let's see, Ghost Aspire says, Mega Drive was your first console. You still have an Amstrad computer? Green screen, played cassette games. Wow. I remember playing on green screen computers back in elementary school. Playing Oregon Trail and Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? And what games did you play the most on your Mega Drive?
Deadeye is finished then, and now I best farewell.
Only had two, Sonic and Golden Axe. That's what's up. I had Sonic 2, and Romance of the Three Kingdoms Part 3. And then, now I also have Light Crusader.
Winter is strong in this place. When first the Fae walked into its depths, it bore great fossils, bones of beasts greater and more terrifying than we Fae. But for all their strength, the earth at their feet lasted longer. A group of Winter Fae, called the House of Sorrows, have built their lives around the Midden. They feed and tend the bodies there, and sanctify the ground with what dead they bring. It is they who preserve the culture of our people, and make this the cradle of winter. For their part, they have been given a beacon, a small sapling of white bark and red leaves, growing from the bodies in the Midden. They call it the Hallowed Tree.
I know some people might be disappointed with the quality of this remaster, but let me tell you, it's by no means the most disappointing HD remaster ever made. Have you ever heard of a game called Pier Solar and the Great Architects? I have to revisit the restroom and fill up my glass. I will be back in 2 shakes. Alright, that's better. We've turned down the air a bit, so hopefully we won't bake. And let's see, Ghost Aspire says, you think the remaster's fine, it could have spent a bit more time on it, and you do not believe you've heard of Pier Solar and the Great Architects. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for a remaster, there is a lot more they could have done. So,
I have waited some time for you to come siege. The House of Sorrows has need of your might. Ada, it is not a simple task. Go to the midden and...
what was I saying? Yeah. Hopefully they really impress with the new DLC. That, to me, will be the final deciding factor. But now, let's talk about,
Can't believe we beat you here. Cider knows some amazing
let's talk about Pier Solar and the Great Architects.
It is agreeable to see you, Siegebreaker. Cluricon can be...
Oh, let's see. You would have been fine if they delayed it until they finished the expansion.
As the
Oh, okay.
have learned.
Yeah, I think I would have too.
Made sure of it. So I did. We have refused to bend knee to Gad. The once noble houses of sorrow, pride, and vengeance have all fallen under Gadflows. Until they're freed, the Tuatha's ranks will continue to sweat, blind him, cut out his tongue. The Tuatha have built Prismere chantries across Cluricon. Destroy. When this is done, we'll take it. Go now. Break the tyrant's grip.
Alright. So, Pier Solar and the Great Architects. This was a title developed by an independent game company called Watermelon Games. And it was released on a cartridge for the Sega Genesis in 2006, well after the lifespan of the Sega Genesis. But the game became like a cult hit. And so, some years later, they did a Kickstarter to make an HD remaster of the game. A Kickstarter that I donated to. But here's the thing. They made some pretty bold promises in their Kickstarter about all new high-def, hand-drawn graphics and blah blah blah. And it came with the soundtrack. Okay, great. But here's what happened. Like, the game shipped, and like, it wasn't high def. Like, some of the graphics had been replaced with hand-drawn images, but a lot of it was still pixelated, heavily. Including the character sprites. And there was this hand-drawn art for the cutscenes, which was nice. But let's face it, it was not an HD, it was not a full HD remaster, and the fact that they sold it as such, to me, was kind of shady. I did a scathing review about it on a website that I used to write for called Geeks Under Grace. And somebody tried to criticize me in the comment section saying, "Your review is really mean-spirited. This game was a really big victory for indie developers." I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not going to give, like, pity points to a game just because it came from an indie developer. If something about the game is messed up, I'm going to say that it's messed up. End rant.
My friends used me for their own gain, and why not? I was, after all, a powerful sorceress who commanded the elements and conjured
Sounds like
fear
what
in the heart of
happened
any who
to
would oppose her.
Shenmue 3.
Oliscar, my apprentice, the entire time was inciting the rabble against me, the witch. You should have known better than to trust him. And Atham, of course, right there, stealing from my library and purse. How could you be such a fool? Atham was someone I thought I could trust.
I've been here before. What was the deal with Shenmue 3? Exactly. Oh, okay. Fossilized Niskaru Tyrant.
So few of the Winter Court left.
Something about not doing what was promised in the Kickstarter. People spent thousands to get some cheap knockoff game. Ooh. That ain't good. Pier Solar stands to me as about the biggest disappointment. As far as, like, I guess I guess as remasters go. Oh, get out of here. Remember reading about it a bit, but the rest of the details you can't recall. Oh yeah, I'm sure there is more. Eh? Oh. It says the proving halls are right here. Oh, I guess I gotta go down here first. Wait, no, I don't want to go here yet. I forget about this part of the map a bit. Oh, that's right, it's these people.
You have come the winter. Remember.
That's right. Alright, let me go up here and landmark the proving halls, and then I can go back and dump a bunch of this gear.
Solemn, solemn, hallowed tree, glory to the graveyard be. Far from forests of the west, do the dying have this rest.
After I'm done streaming here today, I should go see if there's any more votes. For those who might be lurking, I have an open poll. Well, not open in the sense that people can add their own answers, but I have a poll that's currently running as for what the next playthrough character should be. Well, let's see. Last night, there was only 3 votes so far. 2 for Monk and 1 for Barbarian. What in the world?
The hero of Mel Senshir looking to restock.
So, if you want to
has what you need.
vote on the next character type that I play through this game as, get yourself over to Vast Dice Gaming on YouTube. Not YouTube. Well, definitely check out YouTube too. Got a lot of videos over there. But check out Vast Dice Gaming on Facebook to vote in the poll.
Back again.
Wrong way. See, wasn't there another? That's right. There was a quest. Actually, was there a quest in here too? I can't remember. Yes, there is.
You're already dead. Nothing but another corpse, just like me. She's here, you know. Please, don't let her eat. Oh, she's a great dark crow with 1,000 needs. We're all beggars. But you're no beggar. No beggar at all. I can see it all around you. You're not like I am. I dream of. Don't let her take me there, please. Don't let her open me. That's where she keeps her nest. We go beneath the tower, but we don't go there. It's dangerous. Don't leave me.
Okay. I definitely don't remember this quest. And it certainly sounds like this is going to be an ancient Lanashi or something. Oh. Wait a minute. This place is abandoned, but it's still marked like steel? That's very odd. Okay.
prattling of a madman alone, could you? This is my sanctum, trespasser. You couldn't possibly understand the work I'm doing here. I fear I will need to kill you now. Perhaps the process will provide some insights into your unique power.
You're welcome to try.
Don't you see? The physiology of the mortal races is a book we've barely begun to crack. You couldn't possibly understand. I take these young men and women and I open them and I see what truly lives within. Magic is changing and so are those who wield it. I am merely bold enough to look and learn the how and why.
Yeah, you're crazy.
How unsurprisingly noble of you. Few very well. Ooh,
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I like how one of the sprites dropped dead with her, but not the other two. Excuse me just 1 minute. She believes she owns the place, so technically believes that you're stealing. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Oh, boy.
She's dead, isn't she? The moment she passed, the clouds surrounding my mind seemed to pass. What a wretched woman. Who knows how long she's been here, preying on the weak and injured. Seems I named you well, Scarecrow. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done.
Welcome back, Mr. Logo Walker. Playing AFK Arena. I'm not very familiar with that game.
When the Grace and Ascaro arrived, I thought we were doomed.
Ugh, good grief. Oh wait, I know there's a quest down here in this little sanctuary.
The Tuatha lines have broken, and we still live. It looks like fate has a sense of humor. Please, forgive my melancholy. The champion of Mel Senshir should be cheered, not subjected to my sorrow. I am Adrian Tyr, and I owe you
It's an
my
okay
thanks.
mobile game, just
Though
annoying
many have
sometimes.
been lost, your courage saved a great
Yeah.
many more. I was dead, or I should have been at least, if it were not for a Varani mercenary who threw himself in the fray. He fought like a demon, and I was able to escape. The poor man was not so fortunate, though. I watched the Tuatha cut him off, and then he was gone.
No, Ghost
It
Aspire, I'm
shames me, but I once
not
held
getting
such
quite enough
mercenaries in
sleep.
great
It's taking me
disdain.
too long to fall
But this
asleep,
man,
and I'm not
whoever
staying
he
asleep
was,
the whole
He
time.
was a warrior of honor.
I'm waking up before I really want to, and it's just a huge problem. Oh, good grief.
He was cut off and surrounded by the Tuatha. However, his body must lie somewhere in Cursewood. It would give me peace to learn of his fate. Farewell.
Mel Senshir jail. Who would need to be in the jail? Yeah, it is a bummer, Ghost Aspire.
The hero of Mel Senshir.
But I'm here, putting in the time. Oh, that's right. Because there's a traveler's quest where they have you go out and nick keys off of people as a repeatable quest.
Hello.
Alright, let's see if there's... Wait, what? Oh, okay. See if there's quests in the tavern. You hope I don't overwork myself. I need a break for a day. I'm sure people will understand. Well...
Well met.
Maybe. I guess I'm just too stubborn.
Bit of a fight, huh? Did you do your part? I sure did mine.
Mr. Logo Walker says, yeah, we'll definitely understand. Trust me, this game will have me up till 4 a.m. playing it. Yeah.
I worked hard to get to the front.
I appreciate you guys saying that. I just, you know, keep on having to... You know, I keep trying to, you know, get to that next level and it's...
Hail.
So two are dead and Herc still lives.
Every day I
Still,
stop...
I owe you much. Take this gold in gratitude.
Each day to, you
Perhaps in
know,
the coming
I
days
stream
we
and...
can work together again.
No problem, man. We care about you. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Farewell.
I know they say, you know, don't focus on the numbers, and it's true.
Off
you know,
into the swamps, I assume. Good hunting.
you know, just do what you enjoy, and enjoy what you do. And I do. I absolutely do. But occasionally it's hard. Like, I'll join in, like, other streams of small streamers. Thank you, Ghost Aspire. Like, I'll join in streams of other small streamers who don't have that much more followers than I do. But, you know, it's big enough. They're big enough that apparently they've already reached affiliate because every time I open their streams, I see an ad. You know, and it's like, you know, I'm sitting there talking about the game, and they've got all kinds of, like, friends with all these badges, and it's like, they start, like, showering with, like, bits and gift subs and all that stuff, and it's like, it feels, you know, and it's hard on two different fronts, because on the one hand, it's like, dang, what are I'm sitting there going, like, I'm not sure what exactly they're doing that's so different than what I'm doing, that I can't get this kind of, that, you know, that I can't reach that level. But also the fact that it's just like, I'm broke and I can't be part of that, like, hype train, you know?
Small measure of peace.
It's like, dang, I'm just sitting here talking about the game and everyone else is showering all this, like, bits and attention and all this stuff, and it's like, okay, I'm just kind of here. Hi. So yeah, I know it's probably silly to whine about, but it's what goes through my head sometimes. The day will come, I'm sure. Man, I hope so. I hope so. Because this is what I am truly passionate about. Showing the world my geekiness through gaming. Oh, two Mascaro. What do we want to do now? Oh yeah, we gotta go back to the moving halls. Maybe a small community, but we're a loyal bunch. You're a great guy. Have fun. Content, and it's good for us to chat about our passions. Well, thank you very much for saying so. And it's true, you know. And at the end of the day, you know, that is my aim and my goal.
And so you have come to assuage
To just
your
build this
confusion?
community of people who just enjoy games and don't judge each other over the games they
During
play or
your
don't play.
trials, I will observe and communicate to you through what you do. I have locked. I can tell you.
Oh boy.
Help me, mortal! The beast will kill me if you do not help! I do not know. The mitten, it has... Wait, what would... Farewell.
Oh my. So what life goals are you guys pursuing?
So you have completed your first trial. You killed the creature that was chasing that woman. Why? It would be at great fault if I did not know something. Your lack of fate is intriguing. I will admit. Ahead, you will find...
Please, are you... Thank mercy, I have been poisoned. But I do not know. It must have been him. He does whatever he cares with his subordinates. Please, mortal, I know... I will rise once more in time, but thank you.
This Bisarain is a twisted individual. Wait a sec. Oh, well, I guess that's...
Death is something you readily deliver, it seems. But did that Fae die as a result of your mercy? I lead a court of Winter Fae who wish to free these lands from the Tuatha. You have demonstrated substantial work.
Too slow. Forget you and your scorpion stings are disgusting. Ugh. Ghost Aspire says, probably the most simple yet hardest goal. I'd like a family someday. Yeah. Waiting for the right woman to come along. Job-wise, you're happy. You like teaching, but don't want to do it forever. That's what's up. You want to get paid to stay home and play the games you enjoy in ways you don't see other players play the game and express why you like the game so much. An admirable goal, not so different from my own.
You have reached this chamber at last. The time of trial is over. No more apparitions. No more questions. The House of Sorrows has always held a precarious position in this world, and now we hold on to it by the tips of our fingers. You think you have broken the Tuatha's grip on Cluracan. You have not. Even now, the Winter Fae and the House of Sorrows are subject to their malice. The House of Sorrows has always existed to preserve and maintain the oldest traditions of winter. We are the essence of these Fae lands. The House holds an authority among the Fae that the Tuatha have always coveted.
Yeah, you want a family
Now,
too, but you
they
want to give them a
finally
legacy
seek
to
claim
have
that
when you get
power
old.
for their own.
I definitely understand that.
We must conclude your trial. Ready your weapon. You are to strike me down. Indeed. Now that your trial has concluded, come with me. The house is poised
was that
to
about?
collapse from the Tuatha's dissension and destruction, and I need one to help us. Then welcome to our ranks, mortal. The Hearthstone, come, join me at the house of... Speak. Speak.
You love to play games and get paid for it too. Yeah. Mr. Logan Walker says, still not used to talking to myself in the mic. Need to do it more so I can stream and enjoy myself. That's true. Ooh, there's a skill trainer here.
Greetings, mortal. I am a remember.
The spelling trainer.
Who calls?
Ooh.
Speak swiftly.
I have a task for you. Of late, there are many. As such, there is need of someone unbiased by our house's history. We must move quickly. The Tuatha will not hold their strikes for long. You fail to understand. Although the Tuatha wage war with our enemies are subtle. They target individuals, not armies. They strike at convict. For all our years of struggle, we know only this. That our enemy is led by a Tuatha agent, Saturnin. He is the master of this shadowy coup.
Yeah, this is the House of Sorrows, Mr. Logan Walker.
We cannot right now. He hides himself and covers his tracks well. A tender, Catarak, has fled the house and killed a fellow member in doing so. Bring Tybri to the body of Catarak's victim. Though...
Ghost Aspire says, I rage easily. Rage too easily. I wish I had a cool head like other streamers. I envy many personalities. You know... I can be kind of a hothead when I play games too. But it's like, I've developed into to change a certain amount when I'm in public.
Let us talk.
And then, like, when I get on a stream and I know I'm connected to the world, essentially, it's like my brain tells me that I'm in public and I need to sort of put a clamp on the loudness and the carrying on and the swearing and all that.
There is something that... You have been to the Midden, yes? The nature of my request, the corpses of your brethren have been thrown into the midden as a declaration of their corruption and rot have drawn an ancient Lianshi Mithgra from slumber. She gluts herself on the bodies and will further corrupt the midden if unchecked. You cannot hope searching will yield no corpse. Find fresh corpses. Make haste.
Midden. Oh! Good grief. Alright guys, I think that's all I can put in for today. I intended to stream longer, but the lack of sleep is catching up with me hardcore. Yeah, I stay away from PvP too. Gives me too much anxiety. So thank you guys both for hanging out. I appreciate it deeply. And for the rest of you who might have been lurking live, or if you're watching on the replay, thank you for coming with me on the journey. And don't forget to go to Facebook, Vast Dice Gaming, so you can vote on the next character. And Mr. Logo Walker, thank you. Ghost Aspire, thank you. Everybody have a good night, and I will see you in the next one.